Welcome to rSlash Choosingbeggars, where people demand discounts on free stuff. Probably not as choosing beggars as others, but earlier on this month, my mother kicked me out and tried to have me sectioned. She made it clear I was never welcome back at home. For Christmas, I had planned to send her away to the Azores, a beautiful cluster of islands off the coast of Portugal in the Atlantic, for her and my stepfather in the springtime for a week. Flights, villa, and everything paid for. My younger sister let slip that I'd arranged this for her on Christmas Day. After 3 weeks of no contact between us, I get a text reading, "Hey, hope you're having a good Christmas. Missing you. Just wanted to know when you're going to send us our holiday that you bought for us. You can send it in the post if you want so we don't have to see each other. It is so nice that you've done this for us. Thank you and have a good new year." I was fuming. I replied with, "Sorry, think you have the wrong number," and gifted it to my brother and his girlfriend as their first holiday away. The nerve! "Hello, my precious son. We want you to buy vacation for us, but we honestly don't want to even see you. So if you could give us your money without us ever having to see your face, that would be ideal. Thanks." Our next Reddit post is from Jamie Madrocks. "I just want a guy I can fall in love with, but never actually be official and let me do whatever I want." Find a cuck. WTF is that? A guy that lets his wife passionately hug other guys and gets off on it. Heck no, I like my guys to be protective and jealous over me. You obviously see how that conflicts from what you just said 2 texts earlier. LMFAO, I want my men to want me and be jealous over me, but no, I'm still doing whatever I want. That makes no sense. OP, you need to run, not walk, to the nearest exit. This woman is nuts. "Can I get a $15K loan? I'll pay you back next week." I don't carry that much in my personal account. $5K? Max I can loan is $500. I'm not giving away $5K like that. "Just use your company account. It's your money anyway. You own the effing thing. WTF. Blank, we've been through this, and I've told you the whole thing about business and owner being separate entities. Are your business partners more important or a close friend?" Effing idiot. I'm not replying anymore. So, just to clarify, what the choosing beggar was asking here was for OP to commit embezzlement, which is a felony because it's basically stealing from your partners and investors. And even if OP doesn't have business partners or investors and he owns the company entirely by himself, asking him to take out a personal loan from the business side of his account is how you get audited by the... Asking for a personal loan from the business is tax evasion and the IRS will throw you in jail. So yeah, dude, the business is more important than a quote friend. Our next Reddit post is from Zap12341. Free couch. "Hi, I'm wondering if this is still available." Yes, it is. "I charge $300 to remove it." So you're telling me you want my couch, which I'm giving away for $0, and you want me to pay you $300 for 15 minutes of labor? Keep your garbage and remove it on your own. This is sort of like when people down in my comments say that I should pay you for the privilege of having my videos watched. Our next Reddit post is from Omega Weapon. "Hi there, we were put on a list to receive some upgrades and we've noticed that our sister organization has had 5. Yet, we were on the list before them. I was emailing with Carlos at the time. Thanks." Hi Julie, there is no Carlos here. Which organizations are you referring to? "Blank received them. I'm calling from Blank College. I'm sure I spoke to a Carlos. He had a Spanish name." Hey Julie, we've never had a Carlos working here, but Blank did receive the upgrades. "I'm sure I spoke to someone there who had a Spanish sounding name. Anyhow, why would Blank get them before us? We were before them in the hierarchy." Blank is on the priority list as they're a very underfunded organization. You are a well-funded private college. I didn't know the two of you were affiliated. That shouldn't matter. We were promised upgrades to our chairs by Carlos or another Spanish guy. Julie, there is no Carlos or any other Spanish guy here. But oddly enough, you're both in the system. I'm the only one who books jobs, and my name is definitely not Carlos, that I'm aware of. I know who I spoke to. I can't find Carlos in my emails. Maybe he used a fake name at the time. Maybe you just misread the name. I only have the original contact form here. There was a deposit required to reserve a spot. No deposit received, so Blank got it before you. That's impossible. They can't approve any purchases without our permission. How did they pay? There was an agreement made between them and I. No, you can't do that. Not without our permission. I and them, then. You can't have a private agreement with them. It needs to be approved by us. We have disabled kids too who need chair upgrades. Rich disabled kids going to a private college as opposed to community-funded disabled kids. The choice is obvious on my end, Julie. So it's prejudice that determines who gets what. Oh yes, most definitely prejudice. Let's go there, shall we? We will have to commandeer the chairs then, as we take priority as far as funding goes. With your funding, you can buy everyone 24-karat gold chairs. But instead, you want free upgrades that you're willing to take from a broke charity. Your sister organization, no less. Shame on you and your college. I'll remove the upgrades. Then, I'll give Nancy at Blank a personal gift of new upgraded chairs. You are now on a different list. What list would that be? What about us then? We had an agreement too. It starts with S and ends in garbage. The agreement is initiated by paying the invoice. There was no payment, therefore no agreement. Ask your millionaire donors to help. Commandeer, really? I will make sure to tell everyone I know about you in this conversation. I wouldn't be able to handle all the new business if you did. Can I do the same? I have around 6 followers online. Sure you can. We have over 50,000, dear. You're a peach. Buenos tardes. Oh, wow, Julie. 50,000 followers? Really? I'm so impressed and so scared for OP. I certainly hope OP doesn't have any friends with, I don't know, 1.1 million followers who might be able to back him up. OP, if Julie gives you any kind of trouble, reach out to me. And we'll see if 1.1 million is bigger than 50,000. Free armchair. There's another guy offering an armchair and a coffee table for free on here. Do you have anything you could sweeten the pot with to make it worth my while? Thanks, Jim. I can knock half off the asking price. And then the choosing beggar gets there and the guy gives him half of a free armchair. Our next Reddit post is from Kevin Forshee. I have 2 employees that usually leave work at 6 p.m. They are good, but I don't like that their commitment lasts for work hours only. What should I do as a CEO? Well, you've got 2 options. Either pay them for more hours, or go back in time to like the 1800s when slave labor was legal. Our next Reddit post is from Paradoxical Mind 420. And in this post, a distant acquaintance reached out after years of silence in response to a post about looking for a CNA or MA position. I'm interested in applying. I appreciate the interest, but I'm looking for someone with a CNA or an MA only. Sorry. Blank may be hiring for other positions that don't require that certification, but unfortunately I'm not. Wow, as a fellow mother, you'd think you'd help someone out. Excuse me? I'm not hiring personal help. Blank makes the rules for who is qualified for these positions. I just interview and hire based on those qualifications. But I really need a job. I have 7 kids. think that's enough qualification, don't you think? Life experience isn't qualification for a position that requires a certain set of skills. Try retail or waitressing maybe, where you aren't required specifically to have background in that area to get a job. I don't want to work in waitressing. I get nauseous when I'm around too much food. And I don't want to work retail because I don't want to work every weekend or at night. That's for kids. Well, I'm not sure what to tell you, but I can't help you. What if you just vouch for me and say I have a CNA? Are you kidding me? A CNA is a license they give you through the state. One quick check and they'll know if you're lying. 2, what makes you think I'd lie for you? As another mom, I'd think you'd help me out. My kids aren't going to have Christmas 'cause of you. Thanks. So a CNA license is a certified nursing assistant's license. Can you imagine living in this alternate reality where doctors and nurses are chosen based off of how many kids they're having? Yes, hello, I'll be performing your brain surgery. Lucky for you, I have 12 kids. So let's hurry up and get this done. I want to be home before 5 so I can spend time with my precious babies. Hi, I heard from Blank that you've been looking to sell your PS4. Is that right? That is correct. It's a PS4 Slim with controllers in a very good state except for some microscopic scuffs here and there. I've had it for about a year only, so I'm listing it for $220. Let me know if you're interested. Oh, and I'll also throw in Uncharted 4 for you. How does that sound? Why are you selling it? I recently bought a PS4 Pro, so this one is no longer in need. But as I said, it's still in good condition. Why don't you just give me it for free if you don't need it anymore, lol? And as a bonus, you can keep the game. I don't really play that garbage. I think I'll pass on that offer. Don't be an effing wimp, dude. You just said you don't effing need it. Alright, how about this? Give me 3 valid reasons and I'll send it over. I'll even cover the transport cost. It's actually an early Christmas present for my son. He's been begging me for a PS4 for a whole year now. That's why. I think that's a good enough reason. Wow, I'm moved. Such an incredible display of fatherhood. I wish I was as lucky as your son. Send me your name and address. I'll send it over ASAP. For real? Thanks, man. He'll be so happy. Then the choosing beggar writes his address. Nah, I don't give a flip about your son. F you, man. I return the compliment. So, did anyone notice how his story kinda doesn't add up? He said he doesn't want Uncharted 4 because he doesn't play that, but then he says he wants it for his son. This guy clearly just wanted a free PS4 for himself and then used his son as an excuse. I'm surprised his son isn't also dying of cancer and has perfect grades. Review 1 out of 5 stars. Don't bother calling for takeout. They put you on hold and never come back. Posted by the owner of Frankie D's. Sorry for your inconvenience. The server taking your order had a seizure while doing so and couldn't complete the process. When you showed up to retrieve your order and it wasn't ready, even though there was an ambulance in front of the restaurant and we were tending to the medical emergency at hand, we offered to complete your order at that time. I am sorry that you declined and chose to complain in a public forum. Terrible service. I would have tipped my waitress, but she died in the middle of our meal. How rude. What's the lowest you'll take? Lowest I'll go is $700. $200? Sure, why not? Okay, where do you want to meet? 101 Main in Burlington in about 10 minutes. Sounds good. Hey, I'm here. Cool, hit inside. Into the comedy club? Yeah, then hit up on the stage and tell your jokes to somebody else. Are you still selling the 30-inch TV? No, sorry, I sold it a few days ago. How about $200? I already sold it. Sorry. $250? I literally do not have it. Then don't waste my time. Technically, that wasn't a choosing beggar, but it was so dumb I had to include it. Can you draw me? Yeah, sure. My price starts at 150 pounds for an A4. That's 11 by 8 inch black and white drawing. Free? Is it done yet? Sorry, all done. I couldn't see the top of your head in the photos, so I had to guess what it looked like. And then we have this absolute masterpiece of a drawing. If you're listening to this video and not watching, this is definitely worth something taking a look at the screen for. I want you to make me free art right now. Please put me ahead of anything else you're working on. I need some free art right now, within a few hours. Okay, thank you. If you don't complete our agreement, I'm gonna dox you. I've obtained this information through a close friend of yours. You have until tomorrow to make me art. Please make it of a skeleton with a weed pipe in his mouth and make him dancing. I'm being serious. I really need this art and I'm not afraid to release this information. Do not mess this up. Man, it's depressing the type of abuse that artists go through. I'm kinda lucky that YouTubers are fairly immune to this. Usually, I don't get many demands from my fans, except for, of course, people wanting more puppy bloopers. 200 bucks? Dog. Dog. What do you want? I gotta work, bud. Poochums. Poochum, poochum, poo. Smoochy, poochy. Dog. Please, come on, man. Come on, man. What's the lowest you'll take? Lowest? Dog. What do you want? You wanna come cuddle? You wanna come cuddle? Come here. No, you wanna play, like always. Come here. Come here. No. No. Dog. Dog. Come on, man. All right, I'm going back to work. I can't play with you right now.